I recently bought this Launch CRP429C OBD2 car scanner. Before I bought this product, I looked at about 6 different brands, and then I zoomed in on Launch and looked at probably 8 to 10 different models, and I decided to pick this one. I actually have a workshop grade OBD2 scanner. It's called the G-Scan 2, and here it is. This is the G-Scan 2 workshop grade programmer. However, I wanted something much cheaper, somewhat smaller, that I could take with me and leave in the car when I go on long trips. I did not want to carry this G-Scan 2 and leave in the car because it costs a few $1,000s. I'd rather look for something that was much cheaper, in the low hundreds, and they'll still do a good job. So join me in this video as I unbox this Launch CRP429C and give you an overview of the product features as well as connect it to my cars. This is the box front cover and the box back cover. So let us begin unboxing this. There's a bag, nice bag for protection of the instrument. And there's a CRP429C itself. It has a screen protection plastic over it. There is an OBD-II to DB15 connector, and it does come with a cover for the OBD-II. I've just put the cover in the case, and in the case itself it comes with a hard copy user manual dated version 1.01 15th May 2018. It comes with a USB-A to 2.5mm internal diameter DC plug. This plug is to fit into this 5V DC socket to allow you to charge the internal lithium battery. Let's talk about the external features of the device. You can see as the label on top right hand corner of the screen, CRP429C. The screen is a 5-inch IPS touchscreen. Internally, it has 1GB RAM and 8GB ROM. There is an internal lithium-ion rechargeable battery of size 4000 mAh, and that can be charged via this DB15 connector, which joins to the OBD-II connector on the car, or it can be charged by a 2.5mm DC plug connected to a 5V DC supply. There's both a touchscreen as well as keypads, and physically it looks very well built. The working temperature is rated -10 degrees Celsius to +50 degrees Celsius, or 14 degrees Fahrenheit to 122 degrees Fahrenheit. Storage temperature -20 degrees Celsius to +70 degrees Celsius, or -4 degrees Fahrenheit to +158 degrees Fahrenheit. The package comes with a padded carry case, a user manual, an OBD-II to DB15 connector cable, a 2.5mm DC plug to a USB-A connector. This allows you to connect to this socket and to a USB device that will give it 5V power supply. The device is rated to take 5V and 1 amp input. In the off mode, to turn it on, push on the power button for 5 seconds to turn the handset on. You see the screen display turn on. First message: welcome to use CRP429C. Before I proceed, in the on mode, to turn it off, press for 3 seconds to turn it off. It is now off. I'll turn it on again. Press for 5 seconds. It is switching on. The blue LED is on the top left corner. Again, the welcome screen. Touch Start. Select English for myself. Next step. To select the time zone, I've selected Australia, Sydney. Next step. I have a Wi-Fi network, and there is my Wi-Fi network. I will select this one. I will peel this protective screen off so you can see the display better. The power is on. To get the screen back, press power again. Comes back with the screen. It's asking me for the password for the Wi-Fi. I've entered the password, press OK. It says it's connecting to the network. Now it says it is connected to my Wi-Fi network. I'll press next step. It asks me to scan the QR code. So my phone has scanned the QR code, picked up the serial number because the QR code is specific to the serial number. And it brings up a screen which says service and support. If you have service problems with this product, contact the dealer. If you have suggestions or couldn't receive a satisfactory reply from the dealer, contact Launch HQ via email, that email address. So next step, it asked me for my information, so I will give it my email. I'll give it my shop name. I'll call it DIY Habitat. I'll enter my address. I've entered my whole address. I'm ready to press the next step. It's thinking. Shows me a disclaimer, the terms and conditions. I agree to all the above terms, okay, and it brings me up to the main menu. Tells me there are upgrades, so I'll click upgrade. It shows me there's 48 upgradable software. They expire 2032, November 20. That's good, 10 years. It's automatically ticked these. I've got Mitsubishi I'm interested. Mazda I'm interested in. Kia I'm interested in. I don't know what Gearbase Guard app is. I don't know what Gearbase Main is. Demo. There's Jaguar and there's firmware upgrade program. Definitely I want that. So I'll select all of these. There's a firmware upgrade program. Current version 11.95 and the latest is 11.95, so there's no need to upgrade. If you look, the installed version is 10.8, the latest version is 11.04. Battery matching, installed version 10.85, latest version 11.04. So current version, latest version. I've selected everything. I'll say update, and it is progressively downloading the updates. This will take a while. I've pre-charged the battery, so it's on 98%. That's good. It automatically synchronizes the date and time with the Wi-Fi network. Auto search upgrades installed successfully. It's pretty fast. ABS bleeding installed successfully, and fuel reset currently downloading, so it's reasonably fast. We'll have to wait a while for this to finish. We'll scroll it up to see where it's progressed. It's up to here. Immobilizer reset. Interesting, it says injector coding. You see it's actually in alphabetic order descending. It comes down to these modules. It looks like they're different, and so it's not part of the alphabetic sequence. Jaguar, however, should be on top, but who knows? We're near completion. It says software installed 49 out of 52 modules. Actually tells you the download speed. It's completed. The message box says the diagnostic program has been downloaded. Do you want to install? I'll say OK. There's an X431 icon. It asks me, do I want to install an update to this built-in application? Your existing data will not be lost. The updated application will get access to new. There's nothing that needs new permissions. All. It tells me what the permissions are. That's fine. I'll just say install. So now it's installing. Message is app installed. I'll click on done. It's good to have a touch screen, so much more user friendly and convenient. Interesting, it still says upgrade. There's one outstanding. Let me see what that is. You see that there are no tick boxes on these because the current version installed matches the latest version, except for Land Rover current version not downloaded, so this must be a new one. Let's see what else. Everything else is okay. It's only that because there's no version installed for Land Rover / Jaguar. There's a version 34.25. I will say update. It's downloading. I must say that the update software program is very simple. It's much simpler than going to your computer, downloading it, putting it into a memory card and installing it. Software has been successfully installed. I'll say continue update. See what that does. See if it has ticked any new boxes. No. I hope that gives you a good idea of what car brands are supported and what functions are available. I'll click back up and you'll see there's no more options to upgrade. I'll click on settings and see what that does. I will choose units of measure as metric. I want auto detect on connect turned on, yes. Display brightness, it's in the middle, that's good. Sound, I'm happy with the settings. Network, it's on, it's found my Wi-Fi network and it's connected. Language is English, that's good. Expiration date, let's check what that says. For this serial number, it expires 2032 November 20th. So there's a 10-year free subscription. After that, you can buy, I think, annual update subscriptions. Workshop information, that's the information I provided, my contact information. Recovery, what does that do? Recovery factory will clear all user data. Ask me if I'm sure I want to do this. I obviously don't. Cancel. Cleanup, cleans up the cache. About, it's about the device. Device name, serial number, MAC address, how much RAM, how much storage, resolution, tells you the condition of the battery, it says good. Version, the boot firmware version, download version, application version, system version. Ask if I want to detect system update. Let me check. It says check version. Tells me my current version is the latest, so okay. Settings, what does that do? Only Wi-Fi to download, yes. Check version cycle. That is asking how many times do I want to check versions available. I'll choose once a day, not once every 3 days or once every week. I'll push home key, brings me back to the home screen. I don't know what gear is, let me have a look. A future community platform for promotion and advertisement pushing, software subscription and other information releasing. There's nothing yet, it's for future. Data, this is to pull out the data that has been diagnosed and recorded. Reset, I suspect, is to reset certain functions in the vehicle. There's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, so there are 15 reset functions. When this CRP429C was first released, I think 2018, they only had 11 reset functions. Since then, this year, October 2022, it's added in an additional 4 reset functions. That's good. And OBD-II is to read the car. Later, we will connect this device to the car and see what information it pulls out. When connected to the car, this button does auto detection of the vehicle VIN number. This is to activate inspection and maintenance routines. This button pulls out the data menu. This function pulls out the diagnostic report, which is within the data menu. And settings, we have seen what that does. We're ready to connect to the car next to see what information we can pull out. But before I do that, let me explain that There's so many models in the company launch brand. I essentially wanted to go as high up in the range model without paying for annual subscription fee for updates. For models after this range, like the CRP900 series, customers have to pay for annual subscription. For this, there's free subscription for 10 years. So I wanted to obtain as much functions as possible from a ruggedized reader and avoid paying for software update subscriptions every year. The 429C OBD2 scanner is off. I have the cable. The OBD2 connector end is joined to the car socket, and DB15 end join the shape correctly. Push in, secure it with the fixing screws. Once joined, it shows power. I'll push the power button for 5 seconds. That should start it up. Starting up. The CRP429C supports 10 modes of OBD2 test. It supports 4 major systems: engine, transmission systems, ABS systems, and supplemental restraint system, SRS airbag, plus 15 reset functions. You can see once on and it's connected by cable, it's attempting to do an automatic VIN number scan. It's found the VIN number and it's reading the make model. So that's correct. It's a Mitsubishi Triton L200. Now start the vehicle system detection. I'll press OK. So it's going into auto detection mode. Communicating with the vehicle. It has identified the VIN, the country, Australia, the model, Triton, KA or KB model, model year 2007. It's actually a 2006. Correct engine, 4M41 3.2 liter diesel, common rail, gearbox, 5 manual transmission, 4-wheel drive. That's correct. Press OK. It's produced a basic diagnosis report on the vehicle, puts my workshop contact details. Let's scroll up. Tells me the engine has 2 abnormal codes. CAN bus timeout, CAN bus timeout. Yes, I've had that before. They're not important. Everything else is normal. Yes. If I press share, wonder what that does. The share function allows a user to send either a diagnostic report or the image captured on screen to the default email or to another email. Go back. SRS airbag system normal, ABS system normal, engine, the 2 CAN bus signal problems, but that's not important. I can choose to clear code. Let me try that. It asks me, are you sure to clear all the system fault memory? I'll say yes. All cleared. Engine systems, no more faults. I'll go back up. Would you like to end your diagnostic session? I'll say yes. Go back. Let's see what diagnose menu gives. That was what we did, the auto detect. Let's try that again. That's the same thing, auto detect the VIN number. Makes an interesting clicking sound. After it gets the VIN number, it's reading the vehicle information. So that's the same as before. I'll go back, go to the actual vehicle brand, Mitsubishi, version 34.45 of the software module. I'll click OK. Scanning the VIN again. This is manual mode detection. Let's see what health report says. Same thing, detects the CAN bus communication error. Let's see what system scan does. Processing 6700%, SRS airbag, ABS, engine, equipped. Let's go to engine. Tells me the same error. CAN bus, fault code. Not important. Go back up. Back. Would you like to end your diagnostic? Yes. History, what does that do? That pulls out the diagnostic test I've run. Go back, go to data. Let's see what diagnostic record is. Nothing here. Let's go to diagnostic report. This is the one that was just done. You see the report. Back. Let's see what image is. The screenshots. See what firmware fix is. If your VCI does not work, download the latest firmware version. Connect to the VCI, then click fix to update. No problem, don't do anything. Let's see what FAQ is. The FAQ menu contains a short list of 8 frequently asked questions. Let me press the IM module at this stage, see what that does. Connect VCI, IM readiness reading. Here you go. So what are these? Comprehensive component not ready. Misfire, unsupported. I suspect I have to actually start the engine for these. I'm gonna start the engine now. I'm gonna click on DLC. What that does, tells me where to find the data link connector, the OBD-II connector port. Home button, question button. The question button brings up the data menu page. Click on the, I don't know what this one is, let's have a look. This is to take a screenshot of the screen. If I go back to data and image, I'll see the screenshots that I took an image of. Well, that's it, testing the CRP429C on my Mitsubishi Triton 3.2 diesel MY2006 gear. I find the launch CRP429C OBD2 scanner to be well built and rugged. I'm glad I bought it. It is great that it has free regular software updates, and I'm certainly happy to take this with me in the car. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do hit the like button to subscribe for more and to help the channel grow. Thank you so much.